There will come a day when you are tested, a day when the storm of doubt, fear, and weakness surrounds you, whispering that you are not enough, that you should surrender, that you should take the easy path. And on that day you will face a choice: to be ruled by your emotions or to rule them, to let your mind control you or to become its master. Brothers and sisters, understand this: a mind undisciplined is a life unchained. A mind that wanders is a life that falters. Without discipline, your mind will betray you. It will chase comfort, indulge distractions, and feed on fear. But if you forge it like iron, if you temper it with wisdom, no force on this earth can break you. Mastering your thoughts is the foundation of all discipline, the pillar upon which true strength is built. The mind is a battlefield where every thought is a soldier, some loyal, others deceptive, all vying for control. If left unchecked, thoughts will wander, weaken resolve, and lead to ruin. But if mastered, they become tools of power, clarity, and unshakable determination. The first step to mastering thoughts is awareness. Too often people move through life without questioning the voices in their own heads. They accept doubt, fear, and distraction as natural, allowing them to dictate actions. But a disciplined mind does not permit such chaos. It watches every thought, scrutinizes every whisper of hesitation, and rejects anything that weakens the will. Mastery begins with observation. Step back and witness your mind as if from a distance. Are your thoughts serving you, or are they controlling you? What patterns emerge when you face difficulty? Once you see clearly, you can begin the process of refining your inner dialogue, shaping it to reflect strength, wisdom, and control. A mind mastered is a mind that no longer betrays itself. Disciplining your thoughts requires the same effort as sharpening a blade. It must be done deliberately and continuously. Weak thoughts are like rust, corroding the edge of your resolve. They whisper doubts, invent excuses, and invite hesitation. The solution is to sharpen the mind daily through repetition and vigilance. When a negative or undisciplined thought arises, do not engage with it. Cut it down. Replace it with something stronger, something more aligned with who you choose to be. This is not easy. The mind will resist, accustomed to its habits of indulgence. It will argue, justify, and attempt to deceive. But just as a blacksmith does not listen to the protest of metal in the fire, neither should you listen to the complaints of an undisciplined mind. Forge it anew, unyielding in your commitment. This process does not happen overnight. It is a lifetime pursuit. The disciplined mind does not entertain weakness, does not linger in doubt, and does not tolerate distractions. It moves forward, unshaken, regardless of circumstances. A mind that is undisciplined is easily manipulated. It is swayed by emotions, controlled by external forces, and tossed by the winds of circumstance. One who does not master their own thoughts will find themselves a slave to the world around them. Anger, jealousy, insecurity. These emotions arise from thoughts that are not questioned, not controlled. They fester, turning momentary reactions into lasting burdens. The disciplined mind does not allow this. It separates thought from truth, emotion from reason. When anger arises, it asks, "Is this useful?" When fear whispers, it demands, "Is this real?" Through constant questioning, the mind becomes refined, stripped of unnecessary weight, free from the chains of irrationality. True mastery comes when emotions no longer dictate actions. A calm mind is an invincible mind, one that cannot be provoked or led astray. It sees clearly, acts deliberately, and remains steadfast in all things. To master your thoughts is to master yourself, and to master yourself is to become unbreakable. Every action, every decision, every aspect of life begins in the mind. If the mind is weak, the body follows. If the mind is undisciplined, life descends into disorder. Consider how many battles are lost before they even begin, not because of physical limitation, but because the mind wavers. How many opportunities are wasted? How much potential is left unrealized, simply because thoughts were left unchecked? The disciplined mind does not allow hesitation, does not entertain indecision. It moves with certainty, not because the path is easy, but because the choice has already been made. This is the power of mastery, the ability to act without internal conflict, to know without doubt what must be done, and to do it without hesitation. This is not arrogance, it is clarity, and clarity is earned through discipline. Train the mind to think with precision, to reject weakness, to focus only on what is necessary. A sharpened mind is a weapon, one that cuts through the noise of the world, one that does not falter in the face of adversity. Discomfort is the fire that forges strength, the crucible where the weak are separated from the disciplined. It is the ultimate test, revealing who is willing to endure and who will surrender at the first sign of hardship. The truth is, most people avoid discomfort. They seek warmth, ease, and the illusion of safety, believing that comfort equals happiness. But comfort is a slow poison. It dulls the mind, weakens the body, and steals away the sharpness of purpose. The disciplined understand that discomfort is not the enemy, it is the path. To embrace discomfort is to willingly step into hardship, to seek out resistance rather than shy away from it. This does not mean suffering for suffering's sake, but rather recognizing that every moment of struggle is a step toward mastery. Those who resist discomfort remain stagnant, unable to push beyond their limitations. Those who embrace it grow stronger, more resilient, more unshakable. The ability to endure what others avoid is what separates those who control their fate from those who are ruled by it. Strength is not given, it is taken, and it is taken through hardship. Pain is not a signal to stop, it is a signal to continue. The weak see pain as a barrier, an obstacle meant to be avoided at all costs. The disciplined see it as a teacher, a necessary force that reveals where they are lacking. The body aches under strain, the mind protests under pressure. But this is the process of growth. There is no strength without resistance, no progress without struggle. Every great achievement, every unbreakable individual was forged in discomfort. Those who seek an easy path will find it, but they will never find fulfillment. They will live in the shadow of their own potential, forever wondering what they could have been had they endured just a little more. To embrace discomfort is to rewrite the way the mind perceives hardship. Instead of seeing difficulty as punishment, see it as opportunity. Instead of fearing pain, welcome it as proof that you are pushing beyond your limits. Comfort offers nothing but stagnation. Discomfort offers transformation. The choice is clear. The mind and body adapt to what they are exposed to. If they are shielded from hardship, they become weak. If they are constantly tested, they become unbreakable. This is the essence of discipline. Training oneself to endure more, to handle more, to become more. Most people never reach their potential, not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they retreat from struggle. They avoid the cold, they avoid the weight, they avoid the exhaustion. In doing so, they avoid growth. The disciplined do the opposite. They wake early when others sleep. They push forward when others quit. They endure what others fear. This is not because they enjoy suffering, but because they understand what it creates. The strongest version of yourself lies beyond hardship, beyond discomfort, beyond pain. If you wish to meet that version, you must be willing to go where others will not. The world does not hand strength to those who ask for it. It gives it to those who take it, to those who earn it through relentless perseverance. Discomfort is temporary, but the strength it builds is permanent. The pain of discipline fades, but the results last forever. The weak give in to the immediate feeling, choosing relief over resilience. The disciplined accept the pain, knowing it is a small price for greatness. Consider this. Every moment of discomfort you endure today is a moment of strength gained for tomorrow. Every time you resist the urge to quit, you are rewriting the very nature of who you are. The body resists at first, the mind protests, but soon what was once unbearable becomes routine. This is how true power is built, Not through ease, not through fleeting motivation, but through the relentless willingness to suffer for something greater. Embrace the discomfort, welcome the hardship, and know that with every ounce of struggle, you are forging something unshakable. The easy road leads nowhere. The hard road leads to everything worth having. Excuses are the chains that bind people to mediocrity. They are the soft whispers of weakness that tell you it's okay to wait, that conditions aren't right, that tomorrow is a better day to begin. But tomorrow never comes for those who rely on excuses. They build their lives on hesitation, allowing themselves to be ruled by fear, by doubt, by the illusion of perfect circumstances. The disciplined reject this entirely. They do not wait for motivation, for the right mood, or for inspiration to strike. They act because action is the only thing that matters. Every second wasted in justification is a second lost forever, a step further from the life that could have been. Those who act without excuses understand that progress is built on decisions, not on intentions. The mind will always look for an escape, a way to avoid discomfort, but this instinct must be crushed. Action must become automatic, a response that overrides every excuse, every hesitation, every weak thought that tries to creep in. The disciplined know that action is the only cure for stagnation. They do not think about doing, they simply do. The world is full of those who talk about what they want to do, but never take the first step. They dream, they plan, they wait, but they do not act. They believe that the right moment will arrive, that when the stars align, they will begin. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment, no ideal condition that suddenly makes things easier. The only moment that exists is now. The disciplined understand this and move forward regardless of how they feel. They do not let doubt, fear, or circumstances dictate their actions. They get up early when they don't feel like it. They train when they are tired. They work when others rest. This is not because they are fearless or gifted, but because they refuse to let excuses dictate their fate. The weak wait for permission from the world to take action. The strong give themselves permission and move without hesitation. Every wasted moment is a moment stolen by excuses. Every delay is a step backward. The disciplined refuse to wait. The mind is a master of deception, always looking for reasons to delay, always searching for justification to avoid effort. It will tell you that you are too tired, that you are too busy, that you will start when conditions improve. But these are illusions, traps designed to keep you in the same place. The disciplined mind recognizes these lies and crushes them before they take hold. It does not allow itself to be swayed by fleeting emotions or temporary discomfort. It understands that action is what separates those who achieve from those who only wish. The undisciplined spend their lives preparing, but never beginning. They mistake planning for progress, convincing themselves that thinking about an action is the same as taking it. But thought without action is worthless. The disciplined understand that the only way to break free from hesitation is to move. Not later, not when it's convenient, but now. Action breeds momentum, and momentum breeds success. The undisciplined wait for confidence. The disciplined build confidence through action. There is no secret to success, no hidden formula that only a select few know. The truth is simple. Those who act win. Those who hesitate lose. It is not intelligence, talent, or luck that determines who succeeds. It is the ability to move forward without excuses. The disciplined do not waste time debating whether they should begin. They simply begin. They do not allow doubt to paralyze them or fear to control them. Every great achievement in history was built on decisive action, on the ability to move forward in spite of uncertainty. The disciplined understand that failure is not the enemy. Inaction is. Every time an excuse is made, an opportunity is lost. Every time hesitation wins, potential is wasted. Those who act without excuses are unstoppable because nothing can hold them back. They do not wait for motivation, for certainty, for permission. They take what they want from life because they understand that nothing will ever be given freely. Action is the ultimate power, and the disciplined wield it without hesitation. The weight of what you cannot control will crush you if you allow it. The mind clings to outcomes, to people, to circumstances, believing that through worry, through effort, through sheer force of will, it can change what is beyond its power. But this is an illusion, a trap that leads only to frustration, suffering, and wasted energy. The disciplined understand this and do not concern themselves with what lies outside their influence. They do not waste time on the opinions of others, on the shifting tides of fortune, on the randomness of the world. Instead, they focus only on what is within their power, their actions, their mindset, their choices. This is not indifference, this is wisdom. To fight against the uncontrollable is to fight a battle that cannot be won. The disciplined do not waste strength on impossible wars. They recognize that freedom comes not from controlling everything, but from releasing what does not belong to them. The more one tries to control what is not theirs to command, the more they suffer. The moment they let go, they become untouchable, unshaken by the chaos around them. Fear and anxiety often stem from trying to control the uncontrollable. People worry about what others think of them, about the future, about the past that cannot be undone. They grasp at certainty, searching for stability in a world that is unpredictable by nature. But the disciplined accept uncertainty, not as a threat but as a fundamental truth of existence. They do not waste energy on the opinions of others because they know they cannot change them. They do not dwell on past mistakes because they cannot rewrite history. They do not fear the unknown because they understand that fear changes nothing. They focus only on their response, on what they can do in this moment, and they let everything else fade into the background. There is a peace that comes with this mindset, a clarity that allows them to move forward, unburdened. The weak remain trapped in a cycle of frustration, constantly trying to bend reality to their will. The strong accept reality as it is and adjust accordingly. Control is an illusion that keeps people enslaved to their emotion. The more one tries to control everything, the more they realize how little control they actually have. A person can plan, prepare, anticipate, but still, life will unfold in ways they never expected. The undisciplined fight this truth, resisting change, resisting failure, resisting anything that does not align with their desires. In doing so, they create suffering for themselves. The disciplined move differently. They do not resist what they cannot change. They adapt. When obstacles appear, they do not complain or wish things were different. They adjust their approach and move forward. When people disappoint them, they do not waste time trying to force change. They accept, learn, and continue. This is not weakness, it is strength. It is the ability to remain unshaken in the face of chaos, to navigate life with wisdom rather than desperation. The undisciplined spend their lives fighting reality. The disciplined master themselves and flow with it. Happiness and peace are not found in controlling everything, but in learning to release what is not in your hands. The world will never conform perfectly to your expectations. People will not always act as you wish, events will not always unfold in your favor, and effort will not always yield the results you desire. But none of that matters. What matters is how you respond. The disciplined do not measure their success by external outcomes. They measure it by how well they act within their own control. If they fail, they do not dwell on failure. They focus on their next move. If someone betrays them, they do not obsess over the betrayal. They move forward. They do not let external events dictate their inner state. They remain steady, focused, and unbreakable. They understand that the only true power lies in mastering the self. Everything else is fleeting, unpredictable, and ultimately irrelevant. To let go of what you cannot control is not to surrender, it is to reclaim your energy, your peace, and your freedom. Relentlessness is not a trait, it is a decision. It is the refusal to stop, the refusal to yield, the refusal to accept anything less than what you have set out to achieve. Most people stop when they are tired. They stop when it gets difficult. They stop when they no longer feel motivated. The relentless do not. They push beyond fatigue, beyond struggle, beyond self-doubt, because they understand that stopping is never an option. They know that the world does not care about their excuses, their feelings, or their hardships. It only recognizes results. The relentless do not wait for opportunities. They create them. They do not hope for things to change. They force change through sheer will and action. The weak settle for what is given to them. The relentless take what they want. There is no pause, no hesitation, no waiting for the perfect time. There is only movement, only action, only the next step forward. No matter how exhausted, no matter how difficult, no matter how far the goal seems, they continue. To be relentless is to commit fully, without compromise, without retreat, without ever allowing yourself the luxury of stopping. The mind will always look for a way out. It will whisper that you have done enough, that you deserve rest, that no one will blame you if you stop now. The relentless do not listen. They do not entertain the thought of quitting, because to them there is no alternative. There is only forward. Those who lack this mindset will always be outmatched, outworked, and left behind. Talent is nothing without relentlessness. Intelligence is nothing without relentlessness. Discipline alone is not enough. It must be paired with the will to keep moving when everything inside you begs you to stop. The greatest difference between those who succeed and those who fail is not ability. It is endurance, the ability to withstand discomfort, to endure rejection, to continue despite failure. The relentless do not view obstacles as reasons to quit. They see them as challenges to overcome. They are not discouraged by setbacks because they understand that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. They refuse to be broken. They refuse to be defeated. They refuse to stop, no matter what stands in their way. Pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. The relentless understand this. They accept pain as part of the process, knowing that growth and struggle are inseparable. The weak see pain as a signal to stop. The relentless see it as proof that they are pushing beyond their limits. They welcome the discomfort, the exhaustion, the difficulty, because they know it is shaping them into something greater. The average person stops at the first sign of hardship. The relentless push through it. This is why they stand alone at the top, why they achieve what others only dream of. It is not because they were born different, it is because they made a choice to never stop, no matter how difficult, no matter how painful. The undisciplined seek shortcuts, easier paths, ways to lessen the struggle. The relentless do not. They embrace the grind, knowing that the more they endure, the stronger they become. Every day is another opportunity to push harder, to test limits, to move closer to what they want. They never settle. They never slow down. They never accept anything less than total commitment. Relentlessness is not about motivation. It is about commitment. Motivation fades, inspiration is unreliable, but commitment is unshakable. The relentless do not rely on feeling ready, on waiting for the right moment. They act because they have made a promise to themselves, a promise that nothing will stand in their way. They do not allow fear to dictate their actions. They do not allow doubt to slow them down. They do not allow failure to define them. They move forward, always, regardless of circumstance. There is no excuse, no exception, no reason good enough to stop. The relentless know that everything they want lies on the other side of struggle, and the only way to reach it is to keep moving, no matter the pain, no matter the exhaustion, no matter how impossible it seems. They refuse to stop, and because of that, they cannot be stopped. So rise, harden yourself, sharpen your thoughts, take command of the only thing that is truly yours, yourself. And when the storms of life rage, when the world shakes, when all around you is chaos, you will stand unmoved, for you are not ruled by the world. You are not ruled by fear. You are ruled by discipline, and that, my brothers and sisters, is true freedom. Thank you.